fucking blue.
Okay, we've come out at the end of a 2-0 defeat away against Rochester. We're joined by Matt, Jack, and Captain Jack. That was a tight game, and I guess it swung on the penalty, I guess. So the first kind of question's obviously got to be about the penalty, and you probably had the best view of it, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that a team like that, who were going up for absolutely everything, they didn't even appeal for it. The guy himself said it wasn't. It always happens when people are assessed. You seem to get some very strange performances, but I don't think we can point at that as sort of an excuse. As we've said in the change room, we should have been 2-3 up in that game before we even give them a chance to get back into it. But yeah, I mean, never in a million years it's a penalty. Completely guessed it, and then if you're going to give that, there's at the end Sam gets elbowed in the face in the box, and it's just no play on apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. We'll come back to the second goal in a bit, but Jack, maybe we talk us through the starting line. There was a few players missing. Fred's suspended.
Yep.
Callum's suspended. Julian.
Julian's away.
Julian's away. Okay, so there are players coming in.
Yeah. So, I mean, we saw the depth of the squad today. Some of the boys have come in who they haven't been playing as much. So, players like Noah S has come in. Finn's back in after an injury spell.
Yeah.
So, before the game, we're looking at the availability and you're thinking, well, there's quite a few players out. Fred's got a suspension for 5 yellows. Another dodgy bit of reffing.
Yes.
Cameron's not here. Another dodgy bit of reffing because he got a dodgy red. And those boys have come in and done very, very well. We're really, really pleased with it. We're pleased with them, and it's great to see them getting involved on match days, getting those opportunities and performing well.
Yeah. Okay.
It bodes well for the rest of the season when you've got players in the squad that can do that and step in. And if they keep doing it, then they'll start putting pressure on the more senior players who start all the time, and that's really good, that competition.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll say the next bit. You don't have to respond. Just grin. Their second and their first and the second, they went over and celebrated with their supporters. There was no yellow card. Obviously, that yellow card for celebrating with our supporters is what's put Fred out of this game.
Well,
so that's a tough one to
I'll
take.
say it. I mean, it's one of the worst yellows I've ever seen in my life because Fred was booked for delaying the restart. And so it was a hug that lasted a second, and then they made a sub. So it just was not true. So like I said, dodgy reffing, I'll say it. Let's see what happens about that. And another week, another ref. What can I say?
Yeah, okay.
I don't mean to sound bitter. They deserved it because they managed the game.
Yeah.
And they took their chances. So well done to them. They deserved the 3 points in that way. We didn't take our chances, so therefore they deserve to win. But,
Matt, we went in half-time 0-0. I think, again, probably, I think we cleared one off the line, did we? And we went close. There was Lewis had a shot that went just past the post or maybe hit the post, but it was fairly even in the first half, I think.
I mean, looking at the positives, I think we can be really happy with that first half performance. We had an idea, we gave instructions, and we carried it out, really. We limited them. We knew what they were about and how they were going to play. We had a plan. That's one thing, but they all went out there and did it almost perfectly, really. Obviously, chances are chances. We could be a little bit more clinical. We probably should have been ahead going into half-time, but I don't know. It's the hardest thing in football, scoring. I don't know. It's hard to look at the positives, but if we can continue to look that on, as on the same page as we did for a full 90 minutes, I don't know. I think I was very happy going in at half-time, and then we just got sucker punched, really.
We did have a good chance second half. Noah, their keeper, made a good save, sort of high to his left top hand save. We had one or two other kind of things going on as well. I think before we made all the substitutions just before they got the second. We'd gone to three at the back. Do you think that played a part in it, just in terms of players settling into different positions, different systems? It was a good goal as well, to be fair.
Look, it happens when you're on very soft, boggy pitches. A ball can bobble, and it was just a moment. It was just a turnover in a bad place when you're set up for possession and you give the ball away.
Yeah.
And it was just set up. A great through ball, incredible finish, top right corner across the keeper. It happens, but it wasn't I don't think it's a change of structure. It was just a moment. A ball bobbled. It was turned over in a dangerous position, and there you go. It was, like we said, super clinical. If it takes a finish like that to beat us, then that's great. But it, it's a super finish, and that's what it takes. But they did it, so they deserve
Yeah.
the points.
Okay. Finally, and then finally, maybe we're back at home next week. Obviously, all eyes are on the Christmas party afterwards. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. But yeah, a chance to get back home and actually play a match, hopefully, weather permitting, at home in front of a big crowd.
Yeah, and I think them not having a week off like us maybe helped them a little bit. They had a tough game against Bryden Ropes and they won that, so they're no mugs for sure. They might be below us on the table. That's probably just because we've played more games.
Yeah.
They're obviously solid enough. Yeah, I said to the boys in there, it's a must-win next week. That was one of the earlier games earlier in the season. We snuck it. Snuck, is that the past tense of sneak?
That's all right. Here we go.
2-1, but that was after we turned up half an hour before kickoff. So
Right.
hopefully we can put that a little bit better in terms of performance, in terms of being clinical in front of goal. It's obviously a Christmas party. We've got the players' Christmas party as well afterwards, so we're going to do both.
Right. Okay. This is
So
good
it'd be
news.
horrible if we don't sort of get a result there.
What order are you going to do them in? Are you there for the potato rolling?
Don't know. I missed out last year, so yeah. Whoever's watching this is not going to have a clue what that is, but I know that. I know what you're on
honestly,
about.
the 80 people who watch this know exactly what the
Okay.
potato rolling is.
Real Housewives of Clapton. It's obviously going to be great. Shout out to everyone that came here as well. This is so far to come to, and hopefully just before Christmas we can get a nice big crowd. Hopefully cheer us on for much needed 3 points.
Yeah, and cheers to the supporters for putting the coach on. We'll leave it there. We'll see you next week.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
All
Thanks
the
a lot.
best.
Thank you.